Now, in the past, we actually seen the city called Hakumai was actually the only arbiter in Wano, which only good people who actually visiting, but there are also bad people who actually is visiting there as well. At which we actually see Tonoyasu as Lord Yosui, as we see him actually command an army of samurais to protect the city, in which we actually seen Odin actually standing under a shrine while he actually repay his respect, in which we actually seen him meeting Lord Yosui actually is planning to meet him, in which we actually seen him actually talking to him about who's actually in take charge of the Kus, I mean, Kusuki, Kosuke family in the future, in which Lord Yus, sorry, Yokiyaki is actually going to be disowning of him because he actually is tough love, in which he actually will do that because Yosu actually was actually heard about Odin that he wants to go to the sea because he actually is wanting to go there, because why does this country forbids it? Because I have no idea, but he actually wants to go to the sea, and that is when we actually knew he actually wanted to go there. While we actually head back into the present, where Yosu actually going to be executed because he was actually the witching hour, the deviant boy, and he actually going to be executed, while everyone else actually tries to stop this because they now know his name, and they actually say that he was survived, in which everybody actually in the prison where they getting ready to see the execution actually happen, in which we actually see everybody at the gates to see why is they're actually doing this, because the crime he committed in the past was actually opposing Orochi and his army, and he actually going to be executed and in humiliation and buried as sacrifice along with Koku, Komurasaki, in which we actually seen what what they're going to do to him, and we actually seen everybody actually hearing him apologizing for lying, in which he is actually not the hero they actually thought him to be, but he was actually something that he was once a lord of, which X Drake actually told them, actually said about the funeral and the attention has been shifted to his execution, in which we actually seen the residents actually invade Flower Capital because they actually knew what they were actually up against, in which they actually invade the gates, and they actually can't wait to see Yasu die. And that's not, and I'm not actually surprised that they are actually heartless, But then Zoro group actually went to the direction where they're actually going to stop the execution, in which everybody actually stop and hear what he actually say, because he actually saw the grand sight on Wano, in which we actually hear him actually talking about how he actually served the Kosuke family and how the citizens are their pride and joy, in which everybody actually hearing him apologizing, which Orochi actually headed over there to see the execution, and he actually is angry about it, in which he asked Orochi, can he hear him, and he actually told him that he tamed the land in evil, and he is nothing but a pest. And he actually insulted him and insulted Orochi, while everybody tried to tell him to stop, and he doesn't care. But after 20 years after the Kosuke family have actually died off, he no longer, they no longer actually have military power to exact revenge. Buried with the Kosuke family regrets and resentments they actually knew that he created, which it was all a prank. 20 years ago, after the death of Odin, he actually claims that he actually, Orochi approached four remaining daimyo and actually asked them this, which we actually seen, actually heard, will you bow before me or will you fight? In which that's actually the question that he actually heard, and then he actually say, you created cheap tricks to steal the title of Shogun from Odin, even though you were greatly indebted to him. And he actually say, who on earth would anyway acknowledge him? In which we seen Kimon actually saw Lord Yoshi, Lord Yosui, as we seen the execution actually happen. We actually seen the entire story of how all this actually happened, about the daimyo and the citizens, actually each regime actually gave up swords without a hint and without hesitation. Their revenge was actually brought to an end by the monster known as Kaido, and he actually have told them that the Wano country has reduced to ash. And even though that he actually managed to escape death and went into hiding, he actually say that he could not bear the thought of living in hiding until his dying breath. So he actually devised a childish plan, and he actually asked him to forgive them. Even, but Orochi was even a big coward as he expected. In his moment, in a moment of panic, he ordered the arrest of all those innocent people who bear the mark of the crescent moon. The mark was nothing but a simple and popular design a long time ago. in which everybody actually heard about that symbol being a design, which everybody actually was caught because of it. In which, that being said, Orochi actually was actually upset about that design, in which Orochi actually appeared with a gun, actually getting ready to shoot Yasu, in which we actually seen everybody, and he told Kimon that all along with the rest of the 9 scabbards, as well as Momonosuke, they say that tonight your plan was set back to nothing. You have once again a blank canvas, as we've seen everybody actually crying, including Kimon, actually seeing him being executed, which Zoro group actually came, but he actually say in his last breath, cover the children's eyes. The last daimyo the last daimyo that served the Kozuki family will make his way to the other world. Let us sing together. And we actually seen Orochi actually killing Yasu in front of everybody, including Toku's eyes, as we seen him actually being killed by Orochi. We actually seen everybody is in tears because he was actually been killed by Orochi, in which everybody actually is laughing about it, in which Sora is actually angry, but Hiyori actually stopped him because the reason why everybody actually is unable to show so much emotions is because they were actually robbed to their ability to do anything but smile, because all they can do is laugh. And actually, it was all because of Kaido and Orochi brought into their country is the fruit known as smile. Now, that's something that we actually knew about. Now, Yasu actually revealed in the past served under Odin, in which he actually amends to the crime that he committed, but he actually has no regrets, as Orochi actually executed him on the spot. But when Hiyori actually revealed that Kaido and Orochi have actually brought to the kingdom, the country, is actually the fruit known as Smile. Now, that is something we actually know about, because Smile was actually the artificial fruit from Dressrosa. Now, that's actually the piece of the puzzle that we actually heard about. So we are actually going to see what this is all about, but not on next week because One Piece is going on break. So I guess the week after next week. So yeah, anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy here saying sign out. Laters.